So I live in Atlanta now, and whenever I come home, I realize how cold it is here. So I wrote a series of "It's so cold out" jokes. They are really bad, but I wrote them just for you. So here we go. There's 3 of them. Number 1. It's so cold out, then when I want frozen yogurt, I just put regular yogurt outside. Upgrade. Okay, all right. I said they were terrible. Number 2. It's so cold outside that homeless people are freezing to death outside at night. Maybe next time they should ask the weather for change. All right. The 3rd and final. It's so cold outside that my Jewish roommate has started wearing 2 yarmulkes. But he still prays to just one false god. All right. And just to be clear, I'm not saying that the Jewish God is false. I'm saying that the idea of God is false. That's not a joke. That's a statement of fact. All right, I'll leave you with this one. I used to be a teacher, and this was a couple years ago when it was really cool for all the kids to say, "Holla." My students would say it all the time. It was really disruptive in my classroom. I had to come up with a way to prevent them from saying it. I always found it worked best if I made it cost them something. So my plan was, if they said it, they owed me a quarter, and if they didn't have a quarter, I took one of their shoes, put it in the back of the room, then they had to come deal with me when I dismissed class. Naturally, I called this policy the Holocaust. Yeah. It worked great, too. Until one day my principal poked her head in the door and just saw this big pile of shoes in the back of the room with a banner that read, "The Holocaust. This classroom's final solution." I know, I was a really good teacher. I appreciate most of you guys sticking with me on that joke. I told it last weekend, and this girl came up to me after the show, and she was like, "I was really offended by what you said." And I was like, "What do you mean?" She's like, "The Holocaust joke?" And I didn't really know what to say, so I just denied that it ever happened. All right, guys, that's my time.